want to talk today about the relationship between autism and chronic illnesses. My name is Ileana. I'm not a therapist, however, I am someone who overcame a lot of stuff like depression and anxiety, suicidal ideation, a lot of illnesses too. That's what I want to focus today. So I want to share a little bit of my positivity and my experiences with the world. That's why I'm doing this live. So, autism and chronic illnesses. I recently discovered that the reason that I've struggled with so many things during my life, that everything has been so hard, is intrinsically related to being autistic. I had no idea. I just knew that my life was very hard, that things were easier for other people, and that I had to work 10 times more for achieving a normal state. For example, I had to take care of my diet extremely. Like I can only eat meat and certain fruits. Everything else bloats me and makes my skin have eczema, and I have lots and lots of skin issues, and this runs in the family. Is the same for my daughter. I have to exercise daily, or else I have horrible back pain. It's not a thing of vanity, like it's a thing of I need to not be able I need to be able to function without pain. And even before knowing exactly how to get rid of the pain and how to get rid of the acne and eczema and stuff, I always noticed that I was doing everything right by people's standards. Like I was walking every day, I was eating healthy, I was doing everything right. And yet my health was so bad. The things that I was doing, if normal people did them, they will feel so right. Like I see normal people with worse habits than me be alright, and it was so frustrating to be able to put so much effort. Someone is here. Thank you so much. I hope that this talk would be hopeful. So, there is a relationship between autism and chronic illnesses, and it's something called allostatic load. I put it in here. Allostatic load is the physiological process by which the body maintains a stability through change in response to environmental or psychological stressors. Now, if that sounded in Chinese, it means that your body is constantly trying to remain balanced against the world. This is 10 times more difficult if you are autistic, of course. You are dealing with stress that normal people, are not dealing with at all. That is basically the reason that our body is like firing up in all these weird situations. I can't understand the big words. Yeah, a bit sorry for my accent. I don't have a microphone, so it will have to do like that. A big reason for us not being able to tolerate normal life is because the same way that we are more sensible to a stimulus, that we gather more information, that we see more things, we also gather more pain, more frustration, more stress from the environment. We are more sensitive overall, and thus our body is constantly accumulating tension in any sort of way. For a lot of us, it's gut issues, skin issues, posture issues. We tend to hunch, we tend to have a lot of problems with that. Now, realizing that gave me so much peace because all the time I felt like I was just a person with horrible luck. I just got this horrible posture and horrible back pain that it's impossible to maintain unless I work out daily. I have all these skin issues, gut issues. I have all of these and I get nothing in return. Turns out that it was intrinsically related to the best parts of myself, the parts that I like most, my sensitivity, my autism, my creativity, my way to see the world that is different. All the things that my autism and ADHD do mix in there are given me, are related to these issues. And suddenly I didn't feel as bad anymore. Suddenly I didn't feel lonely too because I don't know if you guys have seen that, but this thing of being allergic to normal foods, of being just in pain and having all sorts of mysterious issues, even more severe chronic illnesses like rheumatoid arthritis or whatever you name it, it's rampant amongst the community. And I'm not saying those are good. I'm saying it's a relief knowing that you are not suffering for nothing and you are also not suffering alone. There's a huge amount of people going through the same misery once company, they say. Now, I don't believe you are so gorgeous, Will. Thank you. I don't believe that you are meant to suffer for the rest of your life. I don't believe that just because you are autistic and other autistic people are suffering, you are supposed to remain sick and just accept your fate. I just made a reel and I'm just gonna make a little recap in here. That autistic people are precision tools in a world full of hammers and axes. We are getting sick because of this allostatic load that I was mentioning at the very beginning, because we are like chisels being hammered against a wall. We are like a bisturi asked to chop wood. We are being asked things from the world that we are not supposed to handle. So, of course, if you chop wood with a bisturi, the poor thing is gonna snap out. It's not gonna be able to deal with the pressure. And those are us. I again use this little figurine because I believe that it's such a good analogy. We are not meant to chop wood, guys. We are meant to do things like this. So a huge factor in regulating our health, in regulating our nervous system, in regulating everything so we are not permanently sick is accepting the fact that we are not meant to deal with the normal pressure of the world. And also, we are meant to be taken care of in certain ways that maybe normal people don't have to worry about. For me, for example, I cannot eat anything processed, anything unhealthy at all. I had to be, and again, I'm gonna miss everyone. I had to eat only meat for like 1 year before my body stopped feeling bloated and in alert for all the toxins. I think that it's not that much the vegetables, most likely is the agrochemicals put in the vegetables in my country, even in the organic ones. The agrochemical load here in Costa Rica is huge, so that was affecting me. So I ate meat for like a year, and now my body has calmed down to the point that I can eat tiny bits of sugar sometimes, guys. Can you imagine? I wasn't able to do that before. My body was on fire. I started doing different types of exercise. Popular thing I've never done. Lots of things. What kind of meat? All meat. I can eat all meat. I cannot eat vegetables. If it's alive and it died in a sanitized way, I can eat it. So I started doing different types of exercise. Exercise that was meant to relax my nervous system. I started to do yoga, I started to do flexibility, I started to do things that were more related to align your body and align your spine. You can find a lot of that information if you look for posture, yoga for posture and things like that. Like, people are so eager to teach these things. So I started doing exercise not to muscle up, and be strong, but to relax. And I've seen so many changes in my body and in my health from doing that, just relaxing. Another thing that I did is I started sleeping more. I started sleeping at 10 p.m. I'm not doing that today, but I try to at least take a nap at 10 a.m. Diet, exercise, sleep, that took not almost all, that took all of the chronic things that I've been struggling my entire life. Even migraines, even, being bloated my entire life. I just needed, what is the expression? A high maintenance lifestyle. Now, I understand, and I want to emphasize this. I understand that my lifestyle is privilege. I am indeed a stay-at-home wife. So I can rest. I can sleep. I can exercise. However, this excuse of I do too much, therefore I cannot be healthy, is not true. And 5 minutes of self-care is better than nothing at all. And also, I believe that just the change in mindset, just valuing and seeing yourself differently, knowing that all the things that you are experiencing come connected to the best parts of yourself, of your creativity, of just being autistic and wonderful. Just understanding that made such a huge change for me. When I realized it, I was just happy. Once I knew again that everything, all my suffering was connected, I just breathed. I did everything's fine. It was amazing. So, to conclude this small, tiny life, if you are working and you are not able to do all the things that you would like to do to pamper yourself, I want to tell you the story of the time that I worked. Your husband is very lucky to have an incredible woman with you. Thank you. Back when I was working, I still chose to stretch in my recess time. I still choose to walk a little bit, to walk at least 10 minutes before going to work. I still chose to eat healthy, even though I was able to cook very, very simple meals. Basically I just put something in a pot and cook it. Choosing yourself, choosing to take care of yourself is a series of simple decisions that aren't so unattainable if you have peace, if you have acceptance of your possibilities. Even if you are unable to completely fix all your circumstances and fix everything in your life so you can perfectly take care of yourself, something is always better than nothing. And those small changes towards being loving to yourself add up with time and they help you to be better. So I think that would be all. It's time for me to go sleep and rest and again respect my body so none of my issues come back. Thank you very much for being here, and I hope that this was helpful to you. Oh, I see there's some people in here. Let me see if you guys can answer this question. What is it from this topic that made you want to be here and like listen to me? Is there something that you are struggling with right now that you would like to, that you would like help, that you would like me? You have an energy that keeps pulling me to you. Thank you so much. It's the accumulated suffering and overcoming. If you guys have a question, if you guys want to tell me what attracted you to this life, because if you saw autism and chronic illness and you click on this, I bet it's not because you are having an easy time. So I'm going to wait. I know there's like a 30-second lag. I wish you could stay. Thank you so much. Okay guys, I am so happy with all the compliments. I can stay if you guys make me a question. If not, sitting here just watching compliments is pretty nice, but not enough. Let me take a sip of water. I have pain on my side above waist. There's a term that I want you to look at. I am 33 years old. Let me just remember. I used to have a lot of back pain, as I was mentioning, and I did a lot of exercises and it calmed down for a day, but it didn't, it came back the next. Let me see if I remember. Forward pelvic tilt. Yeah, that was it. Forward pelvic tilt. It's basically, I'm gonna start. If you have a lot of back pain, it's because you are not standing correctly. Like maybe you have bad posture and doing like this. And when you have done that for a long time, your bones start getting permanently like this. And so even though you try to stand straight, you can't. The way to fix that, especially if it's on your lower back, the way to fix that is by looking, again, exercise, yoga for forward pelvic tilt. Or you can also look for things to align your back. Even though forward pelvic tilt is the term that I will look for that. It will start doing like this to your column, to your spine. And once it does this, the pain gets less. So I think at some moment I am going to make like a video for that, like a tutorial for the lower back pain exercises that I do. I think you can start showing stretching on your lives. Yeah, that would be amazing, but I will need to test the setup. That's definitely for another day. In the meantime, guys, go to Pinterest. Pinterest is amazing, and there are also yoga teachers that are showing stretches for that. That is the thing that you need to address if you are having lower back pain. Okay guys, so is there anything else that you would like to ask or something else? Family have weird traditions. We have several, but I would like to adhere to the topic. Maybe that's a good topic for another life. Are you married? Yes. Okay guys, so this has been absolutely lovely. I think that I need to follow up with some stretches, but that will be for next time. Thank you so much for being here with me. Bye bye and have a good day, good night, wherever you are.